Capital Subaru, we value your time. Whether you're here for service or working with our amazing sales team, everything is right here for your convenience. We offer a great selection of Subarus, an industry-leading service center that keeps you moving, and so much more. Like our living green wall, just one of the many features throughout our dealership. Looking for the perfect pet gift? Check out Happy Paws Pet Shop right here in our lobby. Or plan your next adventure in our fireside seating and find your happy place. It's always your time at Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
Lat Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne along with their closest competitors, Lat Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
And welcome to the Bandit Racing League drivers. Currently in the qualifying right now, so we have to wait a little bit for that to be done. This league is sponsored by, because I don't want to butcher their names. I've never saw a league set up like this though, because that is for dang sure. They are sponsored by Geezer Authentics, LAT Racing Oils, Perfect Shine, Auto Spot, FMR Performance, and Apex Sim Racing. You see the Apex Sim Racing on the screen right now. Could not find the code or couldn't get the code correct to have as many logos as I need. SDK is really all the people that work with it are asleep right now because they're European, so I wasn't able to get that. So it's going to be showing that for the current moment. Again, that's just for now, but it's something that's going to be up on the screen all the time. Not a bad thing though in my mind. See, the times here are going to be really close together. At speedways like this, I don't look at times to say that, no, this person's going to win, because it's a super speedway. Anything can happen. I saw guys get basically cleaned out. You can qualify on the pole. Now, that does get you away from all the stuff that's happening back there. I will say that much. But I wouldn't put it to make, like, this person's going to win the race by any means. So we don't have to. But let me make this logo a little bit smaller. We do have cameras on this race, a lot of them, so I'm going to kind of have to move these around since there are so many people in it. I was put it in the middle of the screen currently. A lot of drivers in here that will be doing that. I'll be panning through these guys, but I'll keep it right there on the screen. Actually, let's move it down a little bit. Not sure where I want to put this now. I had it at the apex, but now I kind of want to move it around. We'll leave it there. But you see they have just gotten done with their qualifying. I'm probably going to butcher some names. If I do, I'm sorry. I'm horrible with names. Mason Pleger, he wins the pole here. Ricky Hart Jr. second. Kevin Foster third. Marshall Crocker fourth. Colin Bivens fifth. Sixth, Benjamin Lacey. Seventh, Matt Crockett. Eighth, Nick Houfman. Ninth, Cody Welch. 10th, Dave Leakey. 11th, Jonathan Platt. 12th, Eddie. Oh, I don't want to butcher that name either. I'm going to skip that one. 13th, Jason Greenwald. 14th, John Osborne. 15th, Jason Kanak. 16th, Brandon Jackson. 17th, Bill Harkins. 18th, Trey Ellis. 19th is Connor Gibson. 20th, Nolan Gross. 21st, Talon Ulibarri. 22nd, Nick Nickerson. 23rd, Kyle Fay. 24th, Peter Murphy. I don't know why I saw Nick. 25th, James Hartley. 26th, Paul Wilson. 27th, Hayden Paul. 28th, Sean Britt. 29th, Bob Berry. Wait, that might be Rob. I might be wrong on that one. No, it's Bob. Bob Berry. I was correct on that one. 30th, Kerry Condis. 31st, Corey Russell. And is one of you guys' names... Let me make sure. I think one of them might have said wrong. He told me how to say his name earlier. Eddie Hagee. That's how you say his name. That was the 97 here with kind of a almost SVG-inspired paint scheme to a certain point. That rundown was sponsored by Perfect Shine Auto Spa. You will see that logo rotating up there in the top right. If those logos are a little bit too small, just let me know. Not the time. I want the laps. There we go. They're going to roll out of their pit stall. I will give them all a paint refresh before they roll out because I know some guys will join after. So, yeah, get that done there. A 100 laps here. Let me look at the race info. I'm still kind of learning where the sections of all these are. So 100% or 65% fuel, 40-ish laps on fuel, and we have somebody who just hopped in. Yeah, that's loud. Or we have somebody hop in the cameras. So it was very loud. You see, we'll look at Bill here. Lot one. Move that up. I had a feeling I need to move that up just a little bit. We'll kind of highlight some other drivers in here. That might have a double shifter set up. Looking right at the camera. I don't know these drivers' names yet. I haven't found out a way that I can get them to label it when they join. That's a setting that I have to figure out eventually at some point. So I'll figure that out with video. Never been able to figure that out completely. We have one guy. This is kind of a weird setup. It's VR, but he's like sitting in a room alone. It's like, I don't know, that to me just looks a little bit weird, but hey, he's got VR, so it looks completely real to him. VR, I've heard, hurts your eyes, though, really badly. It messes with them a lot. But 100 laps here, and I do expect it to, especially as the race goes on, they'll throw their head out the window. There is a rule, if you wreck within, what was it, 15 laps, I think you get a penalty. You have to go down pit road after the green flag here, but you see pace car will begin to pull in as starter will have the flag in his hand. As the green flag is in the air, we are underway here in the Bandit Racing League. a little bit of a checkup. I can hear somebody lifting. I don't know what that was. That was odd to hear, but I definitely heard somebody completely bail out of the throttle. So someone may have been checking up in that outside line or deciding to hop down, as we already got some guys side drafting each other. They are not going to play nice early on. What super speedway racing is nose to tail early on in super speedways. Most of the time they do tend to give a little bit more. Drivers aren't that aggressive as they usually are again, but I've seen some people who are like, you know what, I don't like you, I'm going to drill you right in the rear and just plow you. I don't know why, no clue. They've just done that before. Hopefully we don't see that here tonight. And let me know if the sound does need to go up in this. He always runs VR and does with it. Yeah, some people do like VR. I tried it and it messed with my eyes too much. That being said, I didn't have like the glasses thing, the adapter for it. So that might have been that. I only wear glasses when I use a computer. I have like 20/25 vision, just nearsighted like everybody else. But Bivens is trying to go to the lead here. He's getting a shove from, that looks like the 8 behind him. That is Foster. And we have Pleger. Is it Pleger? I think it's Pleger on the bottom. I can't tell you how to say his last name. But Bivens is going to hop down into that bottom lane. He sees a opening. He's going to say, I'm just going to take it. I'll leave Foster to lead that top line. Biggest mover right now is Paul Wilson. He's up to 20th right now, currently up 6 positions. You see there in that 82 machine. Foster shoving, or getting a shove from Hart behind Tim. Hart getting a little bit wiggly there. I don't race these Xfinities a lot, but I will say one thing is these Xfinities, they are actually pretty hard to handle. I'd say compared to the next gens, they're actually harder to handle because of the there's not a lot of downforce on them really, as it's a little bit of a look outside. Flegger, he decides I'm just going to tuck back in line. It's not really worth it to just more Flegger. Flagar. Oh, we have a caution out as Harley has crashed. Check up, and he gets plowed, or he gets hit in the rear by the 32, and then that's not that big of a wreck. That was in the back of the pack. Looks like somebody else got involved. Who was that? 54. That would be Paul, and who else came behind him? Who hit him? The 32. That is... Let me get their names correctly. Do we have a 32 in this race? No, we do. Condis. This is just a checkup. Yeah, he doesn't realize it, and it's just nicked him. I wouldn't really say that's that bad of a wreck. Really, Condis kind of got away with least damage from that, if I'm being honest with you. He's got basically none. He apparently wrecked again. Did he wreck twice? Does he just slow down enough? No, he's slowing down, and it puts him as... Yeah, he jumped to the pits, actually. I looked at that. But, see, what is the rule within 15 laps? I know it's... Super speedways and mile-and-a-half tracks, 15-lap rule in effect. Cause a race, and RC deems it to be your fault. Drive-through, not negotiable. If you argue, you'll get a second penalty. I would agree with that. I think you should be able to give RC your thoughts, but not like going out, or not going ham on them. Penalty is a drive-through penalty must be served under the green flag. So it's not a good start for some of these drivers, especially the ones that got involved in it. This is pits. This is to stay on strategy. Bivens will lead them all in here right now. We'll see. This is going to be not tires. This is going to be fuel only. The 31 of Gibson will stay out. That's surprising. Gambling a little bit early on. I just want to stay on strategy. Gibson, Platt, and Foster stay out. Yeah, this is just a gas and go, and I wouldn't be taking tires unless you locked him down. Or I don't think Hart was involved in that. He might have got to uncheck his tires, or he has a little bit of damage somewhere. I can see it on that left front. Let me get a chase view. Oh, I might just be seeing stuff. I could have swore he had some damage on that car. I must be wrong, completely wrong on that. It's a quick caution. 5 laps into the race though. 100-lap race. So these guys got a long way to go. Your race isn't completely done if you had an incident early on. So don't think that it's basically empty. We got somebody texting and driving here. I'm gonna bust him. Look at this man. I can't blame him. I do the exact same thing. I do iRacing. Hopefully he sees this on the stream and realizes this. I think he sees it. Right there, gonna go through the field a little bit. Owner of the league that contacted me on Facebook. That's still weird to see. I don't know why. It's just awkward to see somebody in the room alone doing that. The lights should go off on the pace car here, if I'm correct. Might have some some topping off from Foster. See if he brings anybody else with him. He will bring, I believe that is Wilson and Russell Wilson. Russell with him. I don't know why I said Russell Wilson. Terry, he looks like I don't know why he jumped to the pits though, because he didn't have a bad car. His car wasn't destroyed or anything like that, so it's kind of odd to see him come down pit road when he did. We only got one car. I believe he's 1 lap down. Let me see when it comes by and rotates. Need to have it split. Didn't even realize I didn't have it splitting. What does it say he is? I believe he's 2 laps down, actually. Let's see what it says when it comes by. Yeah, no, he's 1 lap down. So he'll need a quick caution or... yeah. I didn't ask if this league does stages. I probably should have asked that. That is a really stupid moment for me. And anybody in the chat tell me, does this league do stages? I completely forgot to ask if they do or don't do stages. But Gibson, he will lead them back to green. From Nova Scotia, Canada. So we got a foreign driver. Well, somewhat foreign driver, just from up north. Canada. Liquid Death paint scheme. I do like that one. Crockett's driving that one. I think one of the whole things around Liquid Death stuff is they want it to be seen as a joke. As okay, I just saw what Gibson has on his bumper. It says, "I'm not sorry." You gotta be kidding me. I would love to see that go flying across the track. But starter has the flag in his hand as they enter the Geico restart zone, and green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. This guy's going around. We almost have somebody decides I'm take it 3 wide. That looks like that is Lat back there, and the Richard Petty inspired paint scheme. Can't remember what year that was ran. I do think it was ran one year though. Might have been early 2000s. I can't remember completely. As Flager looks like he decides to go up on that top line. Flager. That's how I gotta remember that name. I'm horrible with last names. People said my last name wrong my whole entire life, so I think that's why I can't say theirs right. But Flager is gonna get a big shove from Welch, and Welch will just get him basically all the way up front. And Gibson will come back in on the inside as Bivens shoving him instead. Yeah, can't talk, been a long day. Throughout the pack, though, who has lost touch? Nobody yet. Well, yeah, he's all alone. With no one near him. That's not what he wants to see. He'll probably go 2 laps down before he can get a hold of the pack at least somewhat, because he is literally near no one. As we have 3 wide back here. Like, who has shot the middle? Trey Ellis. Thought about the middle, and he needs to get up. If he's not going to get up. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose. He definitely had a spot that if he wanted to get down, he could. This is going to be a wreck here soon. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. And keeps it straight. I don't know. Just seen him in the middle. As we got somebody to scrape the wall. Looks like that's Britt. Just nicked it a little bit. Didn't hit it too hard. Yeah, Flagar. Like gar, like a fish. Gar. I need to have a sheet. I need to make a sheet of their names. If I actually say it right. Got a little bit of movement. Crockett goes up to the top. I still like that paint scheme. Every time you grab a bottle of Liquid Death is just water, if y'all don't know that. I think they made it to look like a beer can when it's not. Kind of a joke, kind of expensive, but I'd still buy it. Very rarely, though. I mean to hit that. I was scrolling down and I didn't realize I was at the bottom of the order. A little bit of a wiggle there from Bivens. Bivens hit the apron and shot his car up a little bit, and we have Flat, who's tucked out. I think he's decided to go to the bag. He doesn't like what he's seen up there. He needs to tuck in, though, really quickly. Uh-oh. He might have done that wrong. I think he may have just messed up. No, he didn't. Not yet. I think he just lost the draft doing that. He just lost the draft doing that. Oh, my gosh. That is a mistake from him. Unless they check up going hard into 1. I'm looking at his gap to Barry. He's 5/10 behind. I think it's going to be close. The reason I'm saying he's 5/10, 6/10, you lose the draft. I think he's just got it. Yeah, he's barely holding on to it. A little bit of a stack up back here. Hart Jr. I was calling him Junior. A little bit of an issue getting off too, I think. That's what kind of stacked. And then we got somebody around. That is Hayden Paul who goes around. No caution thrown, though. So we'll have to wait to see if one is thrown. That was kind of towards the back of the pack. See what happened here in a minute. Really 3 other drivers involved. So evidently it was Hartley, Foster, and Bob Berry. Happened around them. This broke up this group. Now they are everywhere. We'll go look at it really quickly because it wasn't a caution. Back up again, and somebody just gets hit from behind and then overcorrects into the outside wall. I don't think it blew his engine, but that took the front end of the car off. So basically took the engine off. As you see the 32. I don't know why I thought 20. I thought Tony Stewart when I saw it. Getting lapped again, going 2 laps down. He needs to shoot down as fast as possible. He can get down. Yeah, he's definitely gotten a gap. Yeah, get down now if you're going to do it. I get down. Yeah, he's kind of down. He ain't down bad, but he's down. Somebody's about to put him 3 wide. This is going to get weird now. I'm sorry if you hear my voice cracking. I don't know why it is. I can hear it myself. But Gibson leading that bottom line. Halfman pushing him behind, and he's got Leakey shoving him also. There we go. I've just put up the Q&A if you want to ask any questions. Why? Because I'm new to this league, so if you have any questions about Ghost, feel free to ask them. As we got almost somebody trying to shoot the middle. That is Jackson. A blue and white paint scheme. Blue's my favorite color, so I'm going to be looking at that a little bit more. Oh, that is heavy damage on Foster. That is a damaged car. Very damaged. Ugh. I don't know if you want to be him. He just went by Britt on the bottom. I don't know why he went to the pits. A little bit of a... why is this called Geezer Authentics? Oh, this league is sponsored. One of their sponsors is Geezer Authentics. So, if you are asking that, that's why. That's their merch that they sell. Gibson still just riding that bottom. Bivens has kind of been a I'm just kind of just stalled him out. I can't even speak today. Stalled them out. Good Lord. And he's got Lacey behind him, giving him a shove. See Murphy with a very colorful paint scheme on that Toyota Supra. They brought the Supra back, what, 2 years ago, I believe, now, after it was gone for almost 20 years. And the old Supras, if you have one, became super valuable. This group back here, they are catching this group up here. Oh, that's actually a lap group. That's back here. They are, how far are they off? We're going to look at the track map here. I know I'm looking at the track map. I literally know where it is, but I've drawn a blank on where it is. There it is. You can see, yeah, look at this group that's kind of formed. There's 2 or 3 groups that are all in different positions because of either, I think that wreck not being called really messed with a lot of them. We got a newcomer, Leakey's gone up front now. Which is way up. I believe he was, what, the 3rd or 4th car in either one of those lines. I don't know how he got up there, but he must have snuck his way as I was looking in the back. Slides down in front of Gibson. The 78, that is, who is that number? Crocker has a Moza Racing. That was a pretty good sim gear. I went from a Logitech wheel to a Moza R9. But breaks my wrist driving the LMP3s. So if you're thinking about doing that, just a heads up. Turn the force feedback down a lot, please. Haggy, gotta simply pray for a flag. Boys fighting to break top 10. Stay in it, yeah. That's one thing that... Oh, gosh, sorry. I'm drinking drinks so my throat doesn't go dry. We almost had a little bit of action here. Somebody almost got turned. Leakey got his quarter panel kind of chased by Gibson. Gibson really didn't chase it too hard. I mean, he definitely ran up there and tried to get a hold of it, but he wasn't side drafting so hard to where it's gonna net code him into him. But I would watch if I'm Bivens. Bivens, I think he's getting hot. You can see him ducking out. Wish I could see temps, but I can't. And that sucks. But they can't even change that because this is fixed. So I don't know why it would matter. The reason I'm saying that is because you can shove, and then you can shove and then blow up. I saw it happen multiple times. Luckily, I haven't blown up shoving yet. I saw other people do it. I don't know how well these Xfinity cars cool off, because it's been a little bit since I've driven them. I think they cool off relatively fast, though. Relatively fast, I think. A little bit more movement now. About 5 to 6 rows back. Two very colorful cars. That top line's deteriorating now. Lacey's leading it. However, Bivens hopped down. Hoffman hopped down. No, sorry, Gross hopped down. I don't think that's all. It's who has hopped down right now. Everybody else still gonna ride that high line. If I'm at a super speedway, I prefer the high line, and the only reason I say that is, or not high line, low line, is because when they wreck, I want a way out. You're in the high line, there is no way out, and it sucks. Trust me, it is not a fun time when you cannot get out of the line and you just basically plow into a wreck because you can't go anywhere. It's just not a fun thing to deal with at all. Making sure I have my audio correct. You got working both lanes now is Leaky. Sees that run go to the top and goes to cut it off, but then that just opens the door for Gibson to just get a lot of clean air, and it just shot that car forward. 26 laps into a 100 lap race, so 1/4 of the way through it right now. Who would you all be pulling in this race? Because, you know, what drivers do y'all look at? Because again, I'm completely new to this. I don't know who's a good driver. I don't know who's a bad driver. It's kind of just up in the air for me. Who's good? Who's bad? You guys got to tell me that. Looking at some drivers there. As the 7s hop down into the bottom lane also. Lacey hopped down in front of Gibson. See Gibson with that "I'm not sorry" bumper cover. I believe that's giving somebody the bird there. Let me see. We're curious to see what that says on Gibson's. Yeah, that's a Canadian flag, or is that their flag? Yeah, that's their flag. Couldn't think for a second. I was going to say, that looks like the Canadian flag on his car. You got, who is that ducking out? That is Gibson. Did he just blow up? Wait, he might be out of fuel. Did he not pit? I could have swore he pit? Yeah, he pitted, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. He pitted. Am I wrong on this? Or did he run out of fuel here? No, he came down on his own accord. I'm a little confused here on that. I don't know why he would come down pit road, but he did. Okay. See if these guys up here start to pit soon also. Jackson actually goes to the lead as that all was going. Foster came down. Platt came down. I don't know why he'd come down, though. That's just... There has to be pit stops coming soon, then. If he did that, that just wouldn't make any sense to pit and bring nobody else with you. Foster just went off the track. Foster good. Oh, they're all good. That 85 car is looking good tonight. That is... Who is that? Welch. Okay, when are these guys in a pit? That is so weird. I don't know why he would do that. I wish I had, like, comms for the race. Like, I don't know, that's just, it's so weird to pit like that. It's just, I don't understand why you would do that. That's unless the side draft gone wrong, because they're side drafting pretty hard now. Haggy, as he said, it's like Shaggy, so Haggy. Like zoink scoops, oh, don't do that, oh, door slam. 83 tried to kind of come down a little bit also. It's green well, I almost said green wall. Green well. Would not do that if I was him. Yeah, this was awkward. I don't know why they pitted like that. Now, where is Gibson in all this? Gibson, middle of no man's land. Welcome to Super Speedway. He is... Where is he at? 29th. What the heck? I still don't know why he came down pit road. There he goes. Oh my gosh, that's a save. Welch almost took out basically the whole field. He got a shove on the quarter panel. That's a good save by him. We'll go back and watch that soon. I just panned back up front as this is going to end up bad. They're going to sort it out. They were 3 wide there for a second. Wilson in the middle. I was panned on somebody else. That was Welch who did it. It says Nick Nickerson. But that was Welch who made that save. I think somebody tried to kind of close a gap that was there somewhat, and they didn't cut him any slack. Don't have to. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're gonna snow. There they go, and they're wrecking. 33 laps in. This is going to be a 5 to 6 car melee. Starts with Jackson, hits the apron, comes back up, gets loose, doesn't get touched, gets loose again, corrects it. 84, then actually 84 kind of came down there and tapped him. That would have been, who is 84? Still learning names. Leaky. They still almost save it again. Then he comes back down and hits Jackson. Jackson actually gets away with it. The 85, who had that good save early on, gets involved in this. The 4 goes into the catch fence. That's Ellis. Rides the wall and comes down off of it eventually. As they are hard on the brakes. You see him. Oh my gosh, 83. If he stopped in time, that is so close. I think he did, but you see the 4. Ellis just climbs the fence and comes to a stop. Now look at it from the 85's view. Welch. He did everything he could there. I mean, you could see him. He was waiting, playing with the throttle, and there he has a car on top of him. Ryan Newman moment. Why is my voice cracking so much? In the 83 of Greenwell. Probably had a brown pants moment here. He's somewhat slowing down, 81. Oh, he actually did tap him, just barely. Did I just blow up 81's engine with that? The 81 might have gotten enough damage to cause it to kaboom. Let's see. Actually, they're in pit stops right now, so we'll cut to that real quick. We'll see who wins the race off pit road. Do want to look at Welch's save. We didn't get to see that, as there was kind of some stuff that was unfolding up front, so I decided to go with that, as Wilson will win that race off pit road. We'll go and see Welch's save, though. Cody Welch here. What is the chase view? Tries to go up. 83. I don't think 83 did anything wrong there. Just a little bit of a tap. And I know some drivers, they would overcorrect hard and basically snap it up in front of everybody else. So luckily, he didn't do that. That is a blessing in disguise for Gibson, kind of, because he needed a wave around. That will get him, what, 1? That might get him back on the lead lap, I believe. That should. But now these guys are under caution here, though. We're going to take our first commercial break.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
As we are back here, these guys are getting ready to come back from caution, 36 laps into the race, as it is hot in this freaking room. I already have my window open. I'm tired of burning up in here. That's what happens when you have a water-cooled PC, though. They can disperse heat. I swear, this PC makes it like 4 degrees hotter in this room than what it actually should be. If you're ever thinking about doing that, keep that in mind. Very good at cooling, but maybe a little too good. Pace car will pull in here, as starter will have the flag in his hand. As a green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. See somebody coming down. That must be a penalty being served here. That is Cody Welch entering pit road. Passing penalty? I don't know completely on why he was penalized. But Crocker's a cartoon character, is he not? I don't know why I have a feeling that is a cartoon character. But Wilson in that top line getting a shove from Nickerson. The shoving game we can see here as they don't have help from Clay Gar behind them. As Jennifer, car go wreck. Some go boom. Others just, yeah. Welcome to Daytona. That's why I would fill this track with cement and never race here again. Actually, make it into a big pond as that's up in the wall. Nickerson, oh gosh, they're offset. Oh no, Wilson was thinking of making a move. He thought better of it. I really thought I was going to see somebody get turned there for a second. That almost ended up badly. They all sort out pretty quickly. Who lost the draft? I don't know why Welch is down pit road. They all seem to be fine. Jackson's fine. Sean is a lap down. I always read Sean as seen. I don't know why. For the longest time. It must be the Southwest Virginian coming out of me. Or just the American. I don't know. Oh gosh, don't. Oh, Wilson's going to shoot it 3 wide. Oh gosh. Wilson found a little bit of a crack that the 7 left open. And he's going to take it as he's wiggling, I think, a little bit. I don't know if he's getting loose or he's just shaking the wheel. It's kind of weird to see. At a certain point there. I don't know what that was about. A little bit of a side draft and he goes back up to the top. Aggie just tries to stay calm with him. There's almost no calm at super speedways. That's anything that I've learned. And if there is any calm, it lasts for like a total of 10 seconds, excuse me. Wilson, he will get the lead though. I wish I could see. What? I need to show like actual driver info. I need to figure that out. Did Honus? No, he's not made his way back on the lead lap. He did it. He's what? He's still 2 laps down. So yeah, Britt's the lucky dog. So as long as he doesn't get involved, then it would give it to Honus if he's ahead. Back to the back, I was looking at, somebody posted something about talking about Bristol's attendance. I was actually at that race. That was the first race I went to in almost 10 years. The last race I went to was Jeff Gordon's win at Martinsville. I got to see Gordon win twice, which was pretty cool, especially his last win. So, wish he would have won a championship. I still think 2014 it was going to come down between him and Harvick, and I don't even like Texas. I can't even think of Phoenix. He had it to the last corner, and then Ryan Newman put Larson in the wall. Texas still makes me so mad. Oh gosh, don't even get me started on that. Anyway, enough reminiscing. Back to this race. I would love to wreck Brad if I ever raced. All right, I'm done Nah, anybody can harp on Brad. If you take Brad out, I will love you. Everybody else staying pretty calm, though. I had to guess next pit stop lap 68 to 74, maybe? 68, 74, around that area. Had to guess, because it's 65% fuel load. What was their fuel load when they... I think that's correct. I'm going to guess. I'm just guessing right now. If I'm being completely honest with you. But is there any cars that you all would want me to pan to? Just let me know and I'll read it. I don't have an extra screen. I have 3 screens. I need an extra one. So I might not see your comment immediately, but I will try to pan to that driver. Y'all have a favorite. So far, they're being calm at the moment, and then this will probably break out, and they'll just lose their minds really soon here. So it's I'm not going to speak too soon. This top line's not as well kept together as the bottom is. A little bit more spacing. That's going to stop their runs from forming, but the front 3 is really all that you kind of have to have, I'd say, at super speedways. As long as the 3rd guy in line can shove the 2nd guy, then that's going to be pretty good for you. Foster and Nickerson, I just saw that. We'll go on board with these guys for 1 lap here since you asked for their names. Wrong button. A little bit of onboard there with those drivers. As up front, it's stayed the 82 and the 97. Nothing's changed between Haggy and Greenwell. Swapping the lead a couple of times, and then one of them takes it, the other one takes it, the other one takes it, and it's a little bit of a skirmish going off the corner. And this league rotates the cars that it runs. Right now, they're running Xfinity. You go from Xfinity, Gen 6, and then trucks. Probably out of those 3, I'd say the Gen 6. Don't like the trucks, in my opinion. The trucks are too stuck to the ground. Not enough horsepower. I don't know. Just something with the trucks is just, not stand that. On to the topic of Bristol. I don't know if y'all saw that. Tires were shredding off of the cars. These guys have kind of gone side by side, so I'm going to talk about racing still. Tires were shredding, and I'm fine with tires shredding. The issue is they were like falling apart. I had a scanner and I was listening to Larson's radio, and apparently a lot of the guys were complaining that their tires were gone like 40 laps into a run. No matter how slow you ran, nobody wanted to lead or pick up the pace while they were at that race because the tires were just falling off. It was kind of weird. One thing too is I hadn't been to a race in forever, but there was actual rubber in the stands. Like, no, I don't mean just a little bit of rubber. Like, I mean there was rubber in the stands. Like, you could pick up a handful and like 4 scoops. Like, you can just go around and picking it up. But I don't think that's normal, and especially too, the Highline was littered with marbles. I mean, just completely littered with it. The track didn't change the groove the whole entire day. It never darkened up anywhere. It's weird to see. I say there was no PJ1 traction compound down, which they think that might have been what caused them to burn the tires off as fast as they did. I don't know. My driver finished 5th. That's my driver's Kyle Larson. I was mad when he got a penalty from equipment interference on the last pit stop. Still somehow finished 5th. I think if he didn't get that penalty, he might have been up there competing for the win at the end. But 5 drivers finished on the lead lap. Tell you what, there was definite tire difference though. Definite tire difference. Really hard fall off. Man, I would almost say that's not racing. So again, I'm fine with tires, losing speed, but when they're shredding, like down to the cords, that's not a good thing to see. As Wilson almost got turned. Gotta be a little bit careful with that. Might start wiggling off the corner. Don't ever want to see drivers wiggling off the corner, because if you do, that means that your car is either loose, as we got the 83. Greenwell goes up high. He was actually the guy that avoided that last wreck, hopped on the brakes, didn't get plowed into, or didn't plow into somebody in front of him. He's running a triple monitor setup. For some reason I thought that was a girl. I don't know why. I have no idea why I thought that was a girl for a minute. Somebody has their camera on, but I don't know who it is because it's just black. See, this man, is he racing with earbuds? I have not saw that before. I mean, it works, it works. You got him shoving down to the inside. If I had to guess, pit stop soon. So I might be way off on my estimates, and I mean way off on them. Yeah, this is pit stops coming here. That's why they're all down to the bottom. This is the only reason they would be funneling like this down there. I have to see, do they come this lap, or do they wait a lap? Do they all pit at once? I don't think they'll all pit at once. What will they do here? It's going to be close in a minute. These guys up top, they're definitely not coming to pit road, but the way that they shifted down, what is going on in the bottom line? They might have just done that to save, well, no, they were shoving hard. They might be saving fuel now. Maybe my estimate is correct. I have no idea, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'm probably wrong on how my luck is. Thank you all. 34 people in here. If you're not subscribed to Ghost Racing Network, if you don't mind doing that, it's free. You can always take it back. So, yeah. Not gonna. Well, I don't think anybody from Ghost is watching. From Ghost Cup Series is watching, so I'm not streaming that league anymore. Fallout happened from that. So, kind of left I almost say a bitter taste in my mouth. So, but I don't hate the person who ran the league at all. He did a lot, so can't talk crap about him. person. It sounds like I'm covering my butt, whatever. There's a lot of people lined up. How many are in the top line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people in the top line. Probably 18 on the bottom? I had to guess here. Yeah, 18. Looks like 18-ish. Bottom. Somebody's going to get turned. Look at this right here. I want you to see what I'm looking right now is... Let me get a chase view, actually. So I want you to look at the first car in the outside line. That would be Junior. And look at how offset all of these guys are. Not one person is in line with each other. And watch when they come off the corner. See that right there? Look at that line behind him. There they go down pit road as I'm saying that and looking in the rearview mirror of somebody's car. That's how you get in the pit road. Smoke it. Nickerson, Wilson, Gibson, Foster all come down pit road. As do not slide through your pit box. I think that might be speeding for the 8. He picked up his pace. As how many pit boxes are you going to drive through? This is going to be fuel only. You can get 2 tires if you wanted to. So I was off on my guess. That's 4 drivers down. They'll probably merge decently. Depends on how well they get grouped back up with each other. Hopefully they don't. No. Let's see where they come out here. They kept together decently. They lost one person. Who'd they lose? They lost... I'm not sure who they lost. They lost somebody. Oops, somebody shot down to the inside. Platt shot down to the inside. I don't know if that was a move. He did this earlier, and he has to be careful. Get up, back up. You better merge now. Yep, there he goes. I think he learned from his earlier mistake. He did that before. Thank you for being here. Too fast. Yeah, that looked like he was way too fast. He sped up going on pit road. I don't... Where's Foster? No, I don't think he had a penalty. Did he have... No, he didn't. He didn't. He may have... Oh, somebody checked up an outside line, and that shot somebody down to the inside. Somebody's disappeared. I don't know who it is. Who's the blinker? That's not a good sign. Might be... Ulabari. That is not an American name. That sounds like a Middle Eastern name. Last name. Alon Ulabari. Ulibari. Ulibari? One of the two. Sounds like a Middle Eastern name for some odd reason. I'm probably completely wrong. Now they've shuffled back down to the bottom. Again, they're letting each other in. I said, what, 68? 65? 70, I think I gave him 74. At lap 74. I think I'm somewhat close. And it'll probably be fuel only. I don't think you're going to take 4 tires. You can take 2 if you wanted to. Have him drop the jack and then go after that. But you do not want to have 4 tires because you're going to be the odd man out on that. I need to put coolant in this PC. Yeah, you heard me say that right. I need to put coolant in my computer. I'm watching it run itself a little bit lower over the years. I think this is 2 years I've had it water cooled now. It's kind of a little bit low in the reservoir. Not super low, though. But Greenwell, he's just going to keep working the bottom. I do expect pit stops sometime soon. Okay, I thought that was going to be a turn there. I thought that Ellis was going to nick Aggie on the bottom. I really did think he was going to nick him. When he came down, I just thought it was going to be a turn. Yeah, they have to be pretty soon. No way they're not this many guys on that bottom line that have worked their way down. Yep, there they go. 62. As 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers will come down pit road. Greenwell, Haggy, Jackson, Hoffman, Platt, Mack, Barry, and Russell all come down pit road. Do not slide through your pit box if you are any of these guys, because you slide through the pit box, your race could be very well over. I'll watch the 5 here. It's just fuel on that car. Don't think. Oh, Russell, did he came in behind all these guys? Yeah, he just got a. He was back there with him. He might have wanted to wait to pit almost, if I had to guess. As here's the other group. This is the floodgates opening. Who's gonna get ran over? Nobody gets ran over. That's surprisingly, and this is gonna be a cluster getting to your pit box because you don't phase through cars. You know the 38's gonna miss his box. I was watching that. He was trying to get back, and that might, yeah, that's gonna throw him off. The 54 also missed it. 38's going to lose contact with the pack because of that, most likely. And he's changing tires. That's going to definitely lose him. And he's got the 54. Nope, he's changing 4. He lost grip, or lost contact. I can't speak today. Contact with everybody. El says this is a cluster coming off pit road. Good Lord. Welcome to getting off pit road at Daytona. As Gross actually comes out with the lead. Crockett, Faye, and Ulibarri all come down pit road. Those were the last guys that needed to come down pit road. I'm trying to pull this callus off and I have to rip my hand off here in a minute. See, so these were the guys that they pitted earlier. So they are, how far ahead are they? They're actually not that far ahead, I believe. No, they are not far. They're not far ahead at all. Hayden Paul apparently went off track. I don't know what happened to him. I didn't really pay much attention to it. Crockett all alone. He's going to get blown by here in a minute. And there comes the pack. Foster leading it. You got the hard lesson in Daytona. When you pit alone, you come out alone. And you lose the draft. I'm going to try to now break this up into 2 lines again. 97, 83. Oh, there it goes. I saw it coming. They're going to wreck after they just pitted. A bobble, and their ARCA break weekly over here. Somebody just destroyed Greenwell. Yep. That just blew up. I believe that's the 6 car of Hartley. I saw that coming. Greenwell, let's go from the chase view. So he bobbles it, goes down into the, that's the net code. Net codes again, the 5 has nowhere to go. He hits that wall hard. Lifts the car off the ground. 99 just avoids that. Who destroys him after this? Arca, oh my gosh, the 84 and the 4. And then somebody gets plowed through in a minute. Who gets absolutely drilled at the end of this? Wasn't Foster. Who was it? 6. That's who it was. That is the 64? That's 84. Leakey gets drilled by Hartley. I mean, Hartley, I think he's probably slowing down. He probably can't see the wreck. No, he's slowing down. He's just trying to make his way through it. Oh, okay, yeah, I can't blame him for that. So we'll go back and look. So at this point, he's clear. He's good. Here, he kind of can't see what's in front of him. A little bit he can. He knows there's a car on the bottom. He knows there's a car in front. Yeah, there's a line right here, and the 84 just happens to drift right back down into him, and bam. Right into his rear. I'm going to bring a good majority down pit road, though. Definitely see some wave arounds. Anybody who had optional damage they're going to definitely take the chance to fix it. You are not going to leave any damage on that car because it's going to magnify it, because these cars are so draft reliant at this track in particular. It's a super speedway. So Osborne and Barry stayed out. I believe Russell did too. So they'll be off schedule with the rest of the field. But now that these guys are under their third caution, my voice is going away, so I'm going to take a commercial break here.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
As we are back, I was checking emails at the same time. There's a website that I've been using. I'm related to George Washington and a lot of other U.S. presidents. A lot of them. Yeah. So George Washington, I'm related to him. So, I'm famous. I'm actually related to a bunch of kings. I know one king in Switzerland. I can't even think of his name. Or no. I don't know. Some kings. A lot of us are related to kings at one point in time. Just a random fact that I thought I'd throw out there. I don't know why. I always find history entertaining, even though that's not my major in college. Very odd. What are you referring to, Karen? May I ask? I'm a little bit confused. I kind of just went history mode for a second there, but pace car is getting ready to pull off here. Starter will have the flag in his hand as they enter the Geico restart zone. And green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. A little bit of a stack up there in that top line as we are 30 laps left in this race. Sorry, I have somebody texting me. You could quit calling me. Leave me alone. Very odd. Nice save. Very nice save from someone. How far is this stream behind? Okay, not very. I'm just checking here. But who do you all think will win this race, if I may ask you? I need to ask that. I need to turn that off also. To turn the Q&A off. As also, I meant to ask y'all, how is the audio balance on the race and my voice? My mic is super clear, and sometimes it's too loud, but I also have the race up to a certain point. The race audio is not always going to stay the same because the cars are coming by and passing. So let me know how that sounds if I need to bring the audio up at their peaks on the race or me. Let me know. I have it shrinking the audio when I speak. I don't know if it's correct though. I've always thought it is, but I don't know for sure because I don't listen to myself talk. Listen to yourself talk is really weird. As we have shoot in the middle, Barry shoot in the middle, and he is alone, just like I have been for almost 5 years. A little bit of self-deep. Can't think of the word. Gosh, that was almost Russell. That's not what you want to do. He drifted up off the bottom. Thought he was going to get turned, but that was a good save by him. He took 2 tires at least, because he's 12 seconds on pit road. So he's got some tires that he took. Nick, or can't read. Kevin or Nick, it's not over for them yet. Where are those two at? Nick Kaufman, he is in 19th. Kevin's in 21st. Again, it's super speedway, so you can win it from anywhere. I believe it was Justin Haley won a Daytona 500. He was a relatively new driver at that time. He races for Rick Ware Racing now. I will tell y'all what, talking about the Bristol race, it was weird because Rick Ware Racing was actually competitive. I'm not joking. The whole entire race, but towards the end, until the tires were shredding themselves off, they were actually up there competitive, him and Kaz Gralla. And it was one of the weirdest things to see because they were making passes. And it's not like they were just up there because of pit strategy. No, they were actually, like, passing cars. That's kind of weird to see. They finished, like, 17th and 19th because of the tires strategy. But they were competitive. And that's kind of cool to see. I was more looking at them than almost Larson at the same time, to be honest with you. But coming up to 25 laps left here. Let me check and make sure I'm not missing anything. We'll pull up kind of some of the cameras again. Yeah, audio sounds pretty level between your voice and the cars. Thank you, Dante. I never know if it is. I'm a media communications major, so I try to balance audio, and I also have tinnitus in my ears, so I'm very sensitive to sound. I have ringing in my ears permanently because I messed it up at a race. I don't know whose camera this is, but I almost need to disconnect them because I keep looking at that. What hat is he wearing? He's wearing a duck hat. Oh, there we go! Somebody goes in the wall, and they are going to save it. That was... looks like Hoffman in the wall. And rewind really quickly. As Greenwell shot in the middle, he actually made contact with somebody below him. Hoffman up into the wall, down and into Nickerson, but he's surprisingly still going, and Hoffman actually is able to kind of keep with the draft. That did break them all up. Now we'll go back to the cameras as I was looking at this man's hat, admiring the ducks on it, and zoned out for a second. You see Bill. I still don't know how he's racing with earbuds in. I don't know who this is exactly. He's a single monitor driver. You know, I've always thought about... about this. I've thought about doing a giveaway as we have a caution out here, as I was panning through the cameras, Ricky Hart has wrecked apparently. Oh my gosh, what in the world happened with him? I was panning through the cameras and I didn't see that. Okay, so the 28 blinks in and out. Yeah, that's not the 43's fault at all. Yeah, that is not Hart's fault. That's not, who else's fault? I'm not trying to blame, or it's not their fault. That is not Platt's fault either. Platt, literally nothing he can do. He can't see that car, basically, at that point. But that does bring out a caution as I was going through all the cameras, looking at those beautiful faces that are staring at a screen in a simulator. I have bottles galore near me. Mom bought flavored water. Yeah, and I said my mom. I'm 20 years old. I'm in college. I live at home. Our college is close enough for it. But, man, they're dropping everywhere. Sorry about that. Luckily, I don't think y'all can hear that. I have a threshold set on my microphone, so if I have to spit, it has to be above a certain volume for it to even come through. I don't think y'all could even. Well, y'all might be able to hear this. Let's find out as I just poured it all over me. Good job, me. Sorry here. I'm having to wipe this up as these guys are under caution. Pit crew in real life right now. Luckily it wasn't a lot. Forgot there was some in it though. That was stupid of me. Probably see everybody come down pit road, and it got on my cable. You know what? I'm just gonna chuck these bottles. Yeah, everybody's gonna come down pit road. They'll get fuel. Oh my gosh, I wore the pegs on this thing. Look at my headset here. So this pit stop, if you slide through like the 78, almost, yeah, actually he did slide through, you're not gonna be penalized too much. I wouldn't be worrying about it. So, you got damage, get it fixed. I wouldn't be letting damage go, because once it's there, it's going to be magnified heavily. I mean heavily. So, yeah. But now these guys are under their 4th caution. This has been a good race so far. Some leagues that I broadcasted WreckFest. But good league racing to this moment. We will go on a commercial break here, and we will go. Yeah. Broadcaster's going to go learn some American while he's at it. But I will be back before the green flag drops.
Lat Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
As we are back here, these guys are getting ready to take the green flag, coming to 20 to go here in the first race of the season for the Bandit Racing League. Pace car will pull in here as green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Gonna say there's a caution out here. Something happened at the start. I got notifications for somebody being off track. Greenwell, who was off. This is a stack up at the start. Okay, 45 didn't get, he spun his tires. Paul spun his tires. No, he's in the wrong gear. Yeah, that's what happened. He's not in the right gear. Caught sleeping, maybe? He might have been... Man's asleep at the wheel. Yeah, that's what happens. It's a big checkup. And people get plowed into. That's why some of them... Yeah, that's what happened. I was going to say, I saw somebody in the grass. I was so confused what happened. But that was a checkup that happened there. I know we'll look at... Talking about, look at the hand signals. He's something driven through, lifting somebody up, turning them. I know what he said right there. I know. Effing stupid, I think. GD is what he said before that. I think. F word. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get demonetized. I would say it if I didn't care about money. He's not. It's always fun to see some drivers get mad. I've actually... You know what? I might... Hold on here. Camera still work. It does. Okay, I'm going to show you all what iRacing can do to some people. Okay, we're going to go a little bit retro in a minute. So we're going to look at this. If you think that this is mad, I don't race in my sim rig I don't race on this PC anymore. This PC's for actual gaming. I'm going to put up something. Camera, let's just let it add it as that. Okay, so it can see it. Okay, so if you think that's mad, I did this, I believe, at Indianapolis at one point. So we're gonna go back to studio mode. This is my camera, so I'm gonna try to... Okay, so you think that's mad? No, I can't even. I did... This camera's hard to control, sorry. I did this. I threw my headset against the wall. Sorry, can you use this mic? I did this. I threw my headset against the wall during a race. Let me mute this. Okay, so I threw my headset against the wall during a race. So if you think iRacing cannot be rage-inducing, it can be. That's proof of it. It's not too big of a hole, but you can definitely see that that's a hole, whether you want to agree or not. It's not, I didn't punch it into the wall, I threw the headset against it, so iRacing can bring out rage in people if you're not careful. And evidently in, who are we looking at? Jackson, it brought out some rage, and this is kind of going to show you all some behind the scenes stuff. This cable is not long enough, but if y'all think this is what I see on my screen, it's kind of behind the scenes, might as well show y'all. I don't know if y'all have got this view before. This was a program that we used to stream. This is what I see through all my stuff. That's SDK, that does all of our timing. That controls all these overlays that are on this one. This is what I'm looking at. This is what you all see. Yeah, so this is behind the scenes stuff. I don't know if y'all have ever saw this before. Just thought I'd show you while I have my camera out. I don't ever bring this thing out at all. But I just thought I'd show you all that. Enough of me talking. That's what can happen when a driver gets mad. Let me turn this camera off too. Sorry about that. That camera's not very good quality, but I got it for like 20 bucks at Walmart. It's a Razer Cryo something. I don't know. It's one of the two names. He's still mad. He's still fuming. I'm gonna look at him. You can look at that. He is still so mad. Karen, no, I didn't. I haven't fixed it yet. It's not a deep one. I just threw it against it. Now, if I did that where my actual sim rig is, because I spent like $3,000 on it, $3,500 to $4,000, it would go against a cement wall and it would break. So I haven't thrown a headset yet down there. That might have been from Counter-Strike, one of the two, possibly. I'm not completely sure. I'm just looking at how mad he is. One, two, three, four. Oh, he's talking about shifting gears. He's talking to somebody in his Discord, if I had to guess. He's not too happy about getting ran over, evidently. Okay, hopefully I kind of want to see him win the race now just because of that, because he is not happy at all. At all. I feel like I went on a little bit of a rant there. Sorry about that. I just thought I'd show y'all what iRacing can do to somebody. That's the worst I've done. I've slammed my hand down a couple of times on my desk from other video games. But pace car will pull in here. 16 laps will be left as Starter will have the flag in his hand. And green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Just doing some onboard shots there from those people. I ran out of stuff to drink, so my throat's going to be absolutely shot after this. But might as well waste it. Wilson trying to get that top line going. He's got Crocker behind him, shoving him, bringing Kanak with them also. So you're just going to work that top line-ish area somewhat. Trying to side draft. Wilson's dipping down a little bit and trying to side draft. He's not doing it too difficult though. You can definitely see it happen. Where is the 99 Jackson? Okay, he's made his way up here. Where is Harkins? Look at Harkins. Look at Bill here currently. I need to take that car off. I'm just going to leave their face up there, not the car, because if I leave the car, it cuts off their face too much. So that top line has somewhat broken up just a tad. Not too much, though. Yeah, I believe if Crocker could get somebody to go with him, he might have a little bit of a better chance. old Martin Truex Jr. numbers on that car. Remember when that number was kind of getting somewhat revived. You know, Kurt Busch drove it. He did good with that car. And the Martin Truex Jr. got in that car and they did good. Got the partnership with JGR. That team won a championship, and then I believe the next year disbanded. A little bit of a wiggle there by Wilson as they're going to shoot it 3 wide. Lacey up the middle. Who will he bring? As bouncing off each other, and they save it. I believe that was Ulibarri making contact with Kanak. It's too wiggle, and they did a very good job of not overcorrecting. A lot of the times you'll see somebody just snap the wheel, and then it's on from there. Guys are only going to get more aggressive within, I think, 5 to go is when you'll really see a lot of the moves that probably shouldn't be made be made. That's just, I've saw it happen, trust me. These guys will go nuts with moves. They'll shoot it 3 wide, they'll shoot it 4 wide if they have a chance. You can squeeze 4 wide in here. It's not that big of a track, though, so it'll be definitely right next to someone else. Lacey with the lead, though. Somebody's trying to form a 3rd line. That looks like that is Junior up on top. Thought about it, decided to fall back in line. Won't see any other lines be made for a little bit if I had to guess. Just a tad here. I need to close out my Discord. Let me do that really quickly because my not SDK, OBS was being a pain earlier. Had to close it out and then open it again to pick up iRacing sound, so don't want to have to be dealing with that issue. See the 7. Lacey just working that bottom. He really wants the 78, just Crocker and Aggie to get side by side with each other. The 00, I believe that's a throwback to Quinn Houff, one of his paint schemes. It looks eerily similar to something that he ran. That was with Starcom Racing as Haggy gets a shove by, gonna hop down to the bottom. Lacey looked middle. Haggy through the block as Barry goes off track, and they got a wreck back here. Caution will come out. I saw an off-track notification, and it is a somewhat parking lot. Go get your parts. If you need a Camaro part, you probably can get some here. So this is the Barry incident. That's behind all of this. It happens up front is when it happens. So the 82. Still trying to find Wilson. So it looks like the 78 comes off the bottom. Wilson just gets into him. Doesn't cause a wreck, but that gets him loose. Goes on the apron, comes back up into the path of 38, and then that just sends the 38 up the track. That's a weird angle to hit at. See how, look at, this is Murphy Jr. He has to deal with that car. 28 looks like he doesn't actually get that bad of damage. Somebody's fishtailing it through the infield. Not sure who that is. But those guys are probably done for the race, though, just because of the damage that they have. I don't think they have fast repair. Whoa, Lacey. Go, Kevin. You the man. Did Kevin get involved in that? Kevin. I wish I could. No, he didn't get involved. He's up here. As the 99 also made it through, kind of pulling for him just because he was so angry earlier. Animated driver. Like that sometimes. Show that you're not happy with the other person. Take him out. Clean him out. Clint Boyer him. No, not Clint Boyer him. Jeff Gordon. I grew up being a Jeff Gordon fan. I remember when he took out Clint Boyer at Phoenix. He jumped him. I was also there. Yeah, when I said I was there for Gordon's last win, I was there for when Kenza jumped Logano. And you talk about the crowd reacting. I've never saw or heard that many people cheer at a race or any sporting event in my whole life. The whole crowd was cheering, and then when Logano got out of his car, they were all booing him. But you do see guys coming down pit road. These were guys that were involved in the wreck, getting some damage fixed. Some of them will be able to still compete for the win. Some of them are evidently probably out of it. Yeah, that's a modified Leaky, so he will be out of that race here. The 6 has been out. It's Hartley. 38 looks like he's done. But now that these guys are under their 6 caution, we will take another commercial break. We will come back before they go green, however.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
As we are back there. Sorry about that. I had to cut that ad short, but pace car will pull in here as the green flag is in the air, and we are back underway here with 5 laps left. Just looking at some other guys' view as they come to 3 to go here. The Bandit Racing League first race of the year. For the side draft here from Crocker. Lacey laying it on his door. Also Haggy up front. These two are going to be shoving hard. You might want to be laying off for one more lap. And then after that, I'm saying that because you can save your temps. As it looks like that is Jackson up in the top line, making it 3 wide. He appears to have Bivens going with him, also making a line up there by himself. He just has to hope that nobody pinches him in the wall and that Bivens gives him a good shove. They're going to try to make him run by themselves. They have help coming with them as the 5 almost comes up and taps him. That's Hoffman. These guys are being very aggressive with each other. 2 laps to go here, and they're going to squeeze them almost in the wall. I could have swore that was somebody going to get turned there. Jackson didn't force his way up there as we have a wreck behind as the caution will come out. Not a huge wreck, but cars were involved in this. Wilson is one of them. Lat got turned, and Wilson had nowhere to go after that. I think Wilson was actually the one that turned. He didn't turn him on accident or on purpose. He turned him on accident. Came across his nose. Nowhere to go after that. Some innocent bystanders get involved in it. Other guys scatter to avoid. As somebody just said, go Jackson. So oh, I was saying Jackson at Wilson. Sorry about that. Wrong driver name. But this will be a green-white checkered attempt. Let me check how many they have really quickly. Okay, just had to check that really fast. They have 2 of them. Nolan Gross is down pit road. Oh, I just hit my back of my ankle with that. But Lacey with the lead now. Jackson made his own lineup there. I just swore there was going to be a wreck before that because it was close, and I mean extremely close between him and Kanak. I mean, I thought he was going to get squeezed in the wall there. I was waiting for it to happen. We'll look at some more of these cameras to figure out who these drivers are. He needs to move his camera down. That's Bivens. Okay, evidently that's who that is. I believe he races in real life. That still would just be such a weird setup. That I don't know why. That would just be such a weird setup. Like, imagine walking to the room like, "Where's your monitor?" I'll do VR, which I've done VR before again. I don't know. It just seems odd to me. It just seems so odd. Duckman. Not sure who this is. Oh, his camera fell down. I remember he was propping his camera up. Yeah, I know what it was now. He was propping the camera up. And it must have fell. Look at some of the other stuff I can do with their cameras. Need to figure out how to rewind their cameras. Figure that out eventually. 77 or 99 is who somebody's chosen here. I'm going to take the 99 or... $99, who's on the lead lap? Give me the 99 or the 78. For the person I'm going to choose to win the race. I have a feeling it's going to be between those two. or checking what my other broadcaster's doing. Apparently, he's running the 24 hours of to bring. I believe lights should. Yeah, there they go. Lights go off on the pace car here. So, be a green, white, checkered attempt for these guys. It'll be interesting how it turns out between these two. Dang, Austin's a very high IR driver. I didn't realize that with him. Wow, he's actually really good. Higher IR than me. I was higher than him at one point, but that's been a while. That have been. Y'all don't know who. Hold on. You don't know who Austin is. He's another one of our broadcasters. I own Ghost, but he's actually he's in a Discord right now. I don't know what he's talking about. I was talking about something. I should just jump in there and just scream and leave just to do it. What does that say on his name? Hold on. I do give him freedom, so can't say anything about that. He is free to do whatever he wants. I still don't know what that says. I'm not going to jump in that Discord because if I do, it'll be on complete accident. The pace car getting ready to pull in here, though. Green, white, checkered attempt. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here as tire spin from both of the leaders. These two are going to be up on each other's bumper. Nose to nose, tail to tail. That's correct. That is correct. I thought it was wrong. Guys are going to get interesting with each other. We will see shoves hard. They're not going to get off each other's rear end. Will it end up bad? Probably. Who knows at this point? Hopefully it doesn't end up bad, but it very well may be. These guys are going to side draft each other hard. Really, really hard. Lacey and Haggy coming off of 3 and 4 here. If they get the white flag, whatever happens, happens. If there's a wreck out back, who cares? As white flag is in the air one more time around here for the Bandit Racing League. The 99 was frustrated with himself earlier, actually with the driver in front of him that missed his shifts, but he finds himself here sitting in 3rd place. Can he make a move for the outside? He's looking. Haggy throws a block. He's still going to stay in line with him. He's going to decide to stay in line with him. Lacey's going to get a shove from Knack. Knack going to ride that bottom line, going to jump up to the top. He's going to try to throw a block, and that's going to get him turned. There goes Knack to the inside. Breaks these guys up now. Jackson in the middle. He's got really no help. He's going to have the 55 jump down, trying to throw blocks. Haggy throwing a block, 99. He's going to wreck Haggy, and Jackson is going to be between these two, as that looks like that's an overcorrection. I'm not completely sure. Can Haggy hold these guys off, though, as he will come out of 3 and 4 here. These two are going to have a big run on him. Can he block the whole entire track? I don't think he can. He's going to try to block both of them, banging off each other and down to the line. It is going to be Jonathan Platt, Haggy 2nd, and Ulibarri 3rd. Russell will come home 4th. Paul 5th. Houfman 6th. Junior. Hart Jr. 7th. Crocker Jr. 8th. 9th. Bivens. 9th. Bivens. 10th. Benjamin Lacey. I thought that Jackson might have had a shot there at the end if he was just able to save the car. But Jonathan Platt comes home with the win here. We'll watch him do his burnout. blows it up, burning it down. You bring in the top 3 though here. Labari, Jonathan Platt. More. There he is. All right, we will bring in the 3rd place driver in Talon Ulibarri. Hey Ulibarri, this is Bryce. You got a copy in the booth, man? Or I butchered that. This is Bryce in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you come home 3rd after, I don't even know what finish that was. That was hectic. But what was going through your mind there, seeing basically all that happen right in front of you?
Oh, I have no idea, to be honest. I sat in about 9th, 10th, almost the entire race, just sitting back there. I kind of knew some carnage was going to happen, fighting for especially the first race of the season. But yeah, I just kind of held it close and just kind of helped to go through it. Got lucky, kind of stayed on the bottom, just drove underneath it all and just happened to avoid anybody come back up the track.
And so how did the race go for you overall, though? Because I don't believe I said your name that much. You were kind of mid towards the back of the pack the whole entire race, it seemed.
No, yeah, me and my teammate Fahey, we kind of stayed. Yeah, we were kind of in that like 7th to like 15th range for most of the race. And then I know he got some damage, so he had to go in for repairs. So we kind of lost each other then. But yeah, I stayed in around 7th place is the top I got. And then, yeah, I just kind of stayed close around P10 and just got lucky, I guess, to get around all the wreck.
And so how does this set the tone for the rest of the season for you, coming home with a 3rd place finish to start off?
Oh, I wasn't expecting too much. This is my first year in the league, so I would have been happy with getting that top 10. But podium, it feels great, and I hope it can continue it for the rest of the season. But we'll see how all the short tracks deal out, and hopefully I'm just as good at those.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out, maybe been watching the stream here tonight?
I guess Fahey for, doing this with me, us, practicing, playing the game a lot together. Docs Racing for us, a group of friends. I know Zach wasn't able to, race tonight. I know he's on the team. Yeah, that's pretty much it for our sponsors, I guess. Just us just playing together and having a good time doing these races.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good job coming home 3rd tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you.
That was the 3rd place driver, Talon Ulibarri. Hopefully I said his name right. It's either Uli or Ulibarri. We're going to bring it. I can't speak. I need speech therapy. Good Lord. I used to stutter a lot when I was younger, and it's coming back. I don't know why. Bringing the 2nd place driver, and Eddie Haggy. Hey, Haggy, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Hey, Bryce. Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you come home 2nd. You fall just a little bit short, but what was going through your mind that last lap, seeing all that carnage basically unfold all around you?
Yeah, it's just frustrating. I mean, we thought a lot on the last couple cautions, like what kind of moves needed to be made to keep the lead. And I mean, it just was a perfect storm at the end. And I had hoped that there'd be a caution thrown. I felt that there should have been, but I understand, they don't want to throw it on the white flag. And those guys, Platt and the other guy, had a lot of momentum. And I kind of felt like I should try to block them, but I didn't want to because I thought it'd be bad. And it was close, but happy for them. I just, wish we could have got it done. We ran so well all day today.
And so how did the race go for you overall, though? Because it seemed like you were pretty much towards the front the whole entire night.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, me and my teammate Jason Greenwell did really well. He got in a lot of wrecks at the end. We just held the lead. The inside line seemed to be the way to go. Just felt like we were doing everything right. Sometimes you just get on the wrong end of those deals.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Magathy HR Consulting for sponsoring me. Small business consulting, they're the people to go to. EP Wealth Advisors, they do retirement planning, financial services. And I just thank my parents, my mom and dad, and my brother for watching and supporting me, my friends, Jose, and just a lot of people to supporting me. I wish you could have gotten it done, and there's always next race.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home second tonight, man.
All right, thank you. Y'all take care.
Not a big fan of the government. All right, we're going to bring in the race winner and Jonathan Platt. Hey, Platt, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I do.
Man, so you come home with the race win. You know, what was going through your head that last lap there? Because it seemed like that was nuts.
To be honest, I was just listening to the guy that I had spotting me, and just honestly, I just aimed for the smoke and never lifted.
So you just kept your foot in it. You said, Cole, go high. I believe in you.
That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, how did the race go for you overall, though? Because I know you were involved in, I don't think you were the cause of it, but I know you were involved in, I think, at least one incident. So how did that kind of, you know, put you in a little bit of a hole there, and how did you work out of that?
So the race overall, I haven't raced in this league, and I'm trying to come back full time this year, but I haven't raced in this league in probably 3 years. So I just want to take it easy, drop to the back. Unfortunately, there's a wreck right in front of me, missed that one. Dropped to the back again. There was a wreck right in front of me, missed that one. And then I wanted to gain some track position there, and the 28 car, he had some internet issues, and we were kind of involved in that one. And then the last one, I was trying to get track position back, and we kind of just got bobbled up there and wrecked. So I was actually pretty fine with just coming home top 10, and then everybody wrecked, and we made it through it.
You know, so how does this start, you know, the season off for you, you know, coming home with the win the very first race of the season?
I mean, it starts it off great, right? I mean, you just won.
Yeah, but now how does that work? I guess I should have worded this. How does it set the tone for the rest of the season for you?
It's Daytona. It's a crapshoot. We'll go to actual racetracks here, and we'll actually get to race and not just be luck. So, if this wasn't Daytona, I'd be really, really happy. I mean, I'm still happy. Don't get me wrong. It's a great start to the season. Not coming out here with the DNF, but once we go to real racetracks, that's when, you know, we get into the thick of things, and that's when we'll see who's the best.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I spot Coke for Vicente Salas, and we got to switch roles tonight, and he became my spotter, and I was the driver. And so shout out to him, shout out to Bill and everybody that runs this league. He's got a fantastic product. It was a lot of fun tonight. Shout out to you for the broadcast. Shout out to everybody that was racing. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can keep it going and keep all these cars here.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home with the win, man.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Jonathan Platt, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order. Jonathan Platt first, Eddie Haggy second, Talon Ulibarri third, fourth, Corey Russell fifth, Hayden Paul sixth, Nick Hoffman seventh, Ricky Hart Jr. eighth, Marshall Crocker ninth, Marcolin Bibbins 10th, Benjamin Lacey 11th, Matt Crockett 12th, Paul Wilson 13th, Brandon Jackson 14th, Sean Britt 15th. Hold on, my cable's coming loose. I can tighten this down and it's still loose. What the? 15th, Jason Kanak. 16th, Nick Nickerson. 17th, John Osborne. 18th, Connor Gibson. 19th, Devin Kevin Foster. 20th, Bob Berry. 21st, Mason Blagar. 22nd, Terry Condis. 23rd, Jason Greenwell. 24th, Bill Harkins. 25th, Nolan Gross. 26th, Kyle Fahey. 27th, Peter Murphy. 28th, David Leakey. 29th, Cody Welch. 30th, Trey Ellis. And 31st is James Hartley. Not a bad race overall. Hopefully I will see you all next week. If you all have not subscribed to the channel, if you would do that, please. We are close to 1.2K on our channel, so that would help us out a lot. I'm not going to keep you all any longer, so I will let you all go.